The Premier League is definitely back, and Liverpool run out as 4-1 winners against a very game Norwich team. It has to be said. It has to be said. We could have kept a clean sheet, and honestly, I want to do the good, bad, good sandwich, and there were some defensive issues to look at as well. But on the whole, I wanted a positive performance. That's what I wanted against Manchester City in the Community Shield, and that gave me belief that we were going to go on and have a good performance against Norwich. And on the whole, we did. The first half was our half. It was 4-0 in the first half. Low cross comes in from Divock Origi, and I think it's Hanley for Norwich. He tried to clear it. I don't really know what he was doing. He just flicked his boot out, curls it into the back of his own net, and it is 1-0 to Liverpool due to an own goal. Then Mohamed Salah comes in after a beautiful move, gets the ball on the, he's the man in the box. I think he pretty much started the run as well into the box. Looks like there's a little bit of a mess going on there as well, but he gets on the end of it and he puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-0 to Liverpool. And then cometh the hour, cometh the man, the big man, big Divock. Not big Divock. What am I talking about? That's not yet. Come on, Sean. Come on. Get it together. I know the match is just finished, but we're talking about Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk puts it in the back of the net as well with a beautiful header. And the man is just a man mountain. He's a colossus. He really is. He's absolutely magnificent. And then Divock Origi did score a goal. He scored the 4th goal for us. Now, before we talk about that one, obviously, one of the gutting things to happen in this game was the fact that Alisson, he slipped when he went to, take a goal kick, and he had to go off injured, and Adrian had to come on for his debut for Liverpool. Probably in the action a little bit earlier than he ever thought he would be, Adrian, at Liverpool. But it is what it is. Hopefully, it's just, I don't know what it could be. Hopefully, it's nothing, torn or anything like that. They did bring a stretcher on, but he actually walked off with one of the physios as well. Hopefully, it's more of a, coming off as a precaution more than a devastating injury, because he's a magnificent goalkeeper, pulled off some brilliant saves in the first half for us as well while he was on the pitch. But I really hope that Alisson is okay. I really hope that he is going to be, able to come back as soon as possible. Anyway, on to Divock Origi, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, absolute peach of a ball, just pings one right up front, and Divock Origi's just there standing in between the two central defenders for Norwich, and he just goes, yep, bosh, right in the back of the net, and it's 4-0 to Liverpool going into the first half. And I'm talking to a mate of mine thinking, yeah, hopefully, maybe if we can get a couple of goals, we can make a bit of a statement in this game. Now, no more goals came for us, but one goal did come for Norwich, and it was their key man. I highlighted him in my preview, Pukki, and he got in behind us and scored a good goal for Norwich. And honestly, we walk away from that one with a 4-1 victory. And that looks, I've already seen tweets from Sky Sports and people getting their articles out as quick as possible after the game ends, and titles of Liverpool thrash Norwich, Liverpool dominate against Norwich, Liverpool cruise to a win against Norwich. In my opinion, we didn't cruise to that victory. We did not cruise to that victory, in my opinion. We had to work for it. And there were times when we were looking a little bit like if we had did the same defensive decisions in that game against, say, a team higher up the league, a team that's established in the Premier League, a team that's part of the top 6 or top 4, if those defensive issues happened then and they were a bit more clinical, we could have got pasted ourselves, to be honest. And that is one of the things that the bad part of this game that I wanted to highlight. Alisson was making some good saves. Adrian did some good things as well. Not much that he could do against the goal. I would say maybe he could have moved over a little bit further, but it's difficult. It's literally a 50-50 with a goalkeeper and a striker. Where is the striker going to put it, and can the goalkeeper get there? Unfortunately, he couldn't. But it did highlight the fact that maybe, we haven't had our defence for the whole of, all of pre-season. They haven't all been there working the entire summer. They've been up in different parts of the world, playing part of the Nations League or the, and other players in the team as well, African Cup of Nations and stuff like that, like with Salah and Mane. I think that we will get better defensively, whether that's of a consequence of Adrian being in goal or Alisson in goal. I think that it will get better. I think there will definitely be discussions had about that defensive performance on the whole, because Norwich, they played some good possession football against us. They passed it around against us in the first half as well at times. And you know what? It really sounds like really odd to say. Norwich played really well. Norwich did play really well. They didn't come and park the bus. They came trying to play their possession-based football, and possession in the first half was majority to Norwich, from what I remember. Up until we scored at least the two first goals anyway, they were dominant in the possession against us. And their passing moves and layoffs to players and the way that they were linking play was actually, it was really impressive to watch. Like, if I was looking at that as a neutral, and I'm whoever Norwich play next or the next couple of weeks, I actually really want to watch Norwich. I want to see how they play their football, because it genuinely intrigued me with how they were performing and how they were playing these different sorts of passes and different passing moves, and the wingers out wide, the pace out wide, and getting the guys that front into the middle of your own defence. Really, really intrigued me how Norwich played tonight. But on the whole, I want to highlight a couple of players. I felt that Salah has continued on since he came back in pre-season and looked electric. He got a goal, he also got an assist. He was magnificent tonight. I thought Van Dijk was very, very good, and I really actually am a little bit questioning whether his partner should be Joel Matip or should it be Joe Gomez. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I'm a little bit unsure with Joe Gomez at the moment. I'm not entirely sure whether he's fully up to speed with how he was at this point last season. Trent Alexander-Arnold looks great going forward, but defensively, again, we saw it against Manchester City. Getting forward, he was generally okay, but coming back was a little bit lapsed, in my opinion. I felt that he was sometimes leaving a bit too much for the defence and the holding midfielder to come on and do. I felt Fabinho and Henderson looked really, really good as well. Who have I not talked about? Mane came on and looked like a man on fire. He absolutely looked like a man possessed. I love Mane, and I missed Mane this pre-season, but I'm so glad he's back. He got 16 minutes at the end of the game. He came on. He looked as fresh as a daisy. He looked electric. He looked fast. He looked like his footwork was absolutely spot on as well. I felt Firmino. Oh my God. If he'd have got a goal, that would have absolutely, he probably would have been man of the match for me. And it's really actually a little bit difficult to talk about who I think a man of the match is for me, to be honest. I felt Origi had a good game as well. I felt on the whole we had a good game. I just think that defensively we were lapsed a little bit, so I can't really give a defender the man of the match, in my opinion. I think for me it's going to have to go, purely for his contributions as well and his work rate, it's going to have to go to Mohamed Salah, and well deserved as well, getting his goal and providing an assist as well. I think Mohamed Salah is man of the match for me. I think that Norwich can go away from this game with a lot of heart. They've come up against a really difficult team in Liverpool. We are a difficult team to face. And they came and they wanted to play their football, and they did the very best that they could. And they did get a goal out of it, and they will cause other teams in the Premier League problems. Those that maybe don't have a settled defence or aren't very good defensively anyway, you need to look out for Norwich, because they will cause you a lot of problems. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now. I say all I'm going to say. It's nearly a 9-10 minute video for now. But the match reviews are back. Right now we're top of the league. Don't even... No, I'm really happy that we won. I really am happy that we won. And let's just move forward. Now we can enjoy the rest of our weekend and just... let's see what happens there. There's some tasty games this weekend. Obviously, the key one for me, the one that I'm looking at the most, is Man United versus Chelsea, because you are going to see two massive teams come together and see how they, who's going to lay a marker down against the other. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What have you thought of this game? How do you agree with some of the points that I picked out? Do you not agree? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you ever so much, and if you have liked this video, please do hit that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. It will help me out a great deal. Thank you ever so much, and I'll catch you later.